Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the HeadRap Chronicles. I am your girl Alicia, and I'm sitting next to
your boy Molly G, coming live out the 212, doing everything you want to. You got it.
And I'm Courtney with an I. Hello.
And today we got a special guest.
Yes.
We got
special.
You know,
guest.
this is Black History Month. We got something real special for y'all, real black. You know what I mean? That's my favorite.
Very much so.
You know, my favorite time of the year. This is a icon, actually. This is an icon. This is somebody who has been in our lives for our entire life. All the 30-year-old, shout out to the 90s babies. The very special Xavier Pritchett, also known as Little Bill.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
This is monumental.
Just a slight correction. The voice of Little Bill.
The voice of Little Bill. That's all.
Wait, hold on now.
Right, because he's not Little Bill. Right, exactly. It's hilarious because some people will be like, yeah, he's Little Bill.
That's
and
Little
like,
Bill.
You look different. It's just like, I didn't look like that at all.
Voice acting, that's a whole different joint.
Right.
Yo, I can't. But yes,
we
it's
got
so
him in
great
the
to be
building.
here. You guys are one of my favorite podcasts to watch.
Yes,
I really enjoy
I love that.
watching what you guys have done, watching from the lives during, COVID and the lockdowns to what you guys have today, and I'm really happy to be a part of it, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in the future.
Yeah,
and I really appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you so much.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want to add, this is one of our most requested guests.
All right.
Don't ever get it fucking twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Because people have requested Xavier over and over and over on the lives, and he's on the pod. Thank you, bitches.
Yes,
Right. Thank you. As long as I have a little mouth on me, like I try to, but I got a little mouth on me.
He's coming in live today. This is a movie. This is a moment.
But yeah, we're so excited to have you here today, Xavier.
Yes.
This is Black History Month, so we're going to keep it real black on this episode.
Yes,
we're
going to talk about a little bit of Black history. Amen.
Little Black History, little Nickelodeon, little, you know what I mean?
A little bit of everything.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so to start it off, what is your favorite thing about being black? This is for everybody.
Okay. Well, my favorite thing about being black is, I think I said this before, but it's like the rhythm that we have. Like, honestly, we could and when I say rhythm, I don't mean like strictly music. It's like vibrations. Like, we could go into like any group of people. We can go into like any room and just vibrate higher than any other person. We kind of stand out. Just our skin is a little bit more melanated than the rest of the planet, but we stand out in so many different ways. And I think that's the rhythm is what I really appreciate about being black. You heard?
Me? Okay.
Yeah, Courtney.
Yeah. I love our style. That's just from the head to the toe, from the way we dress, from the way we speak, from the things that we like to do for fun. I like it all. I like the culture.
Yeah. Here for it.
I just love being black. Yeah.
Okay.
Amen.
Xavier?
I find black, it's two things. I find black beautiful. Just how we exude and our auras, we just give off that sauce, that culture.
Right.
That's who we are.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite thing is black people's ability to persevere through any and everything.
Yep.
I think that is what has really allowed us to make our own culture out of things that, they try to exclude us from. Like, I had a conversation today about oxtails. Oxtails is very expensive right now.
It sure the fuck is.
But that's what they used to feed us. That's what they didn't want.
Right.
And now it's like, we want it, now the
trending.
price is up.
Yeah,
right? You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But
It's
we were
TikTok's
able to
fault.
persevere and live off these things that they gave to us, these scraps, and make lemon out of lemonade.
Come on now.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Alicia, what about you?
My favorite thing about being black is the fact that we could do anything. And just like Xavier said, we persevere through everything. And I also like the fact that we could do anything with our hair. Like, we could braid it, we could twist it, we could shave it, we could do anything with it, and we look good. Okay,
Right.
So
Good with a T at the end.
Okay, we look good.
God.
What for Xavier? This question is for Xavier. What could you tell us a little bit about, like, what it was like being like a child star or like a black kid just on a very popular network, very popular show? Like, at that time, it was probably #1 in children. It wasn't no Blue's Clues or nothing like that, I feel like.
It's funny that you mentioned Blue's Clues because that was actually my first kind of audition that I really booked.
Nah.
For which character?
I was in a Blue's Clues commercial.
Oh.
Like, so I was actually supposed to be like an understudy, and they had this kid there, and they were telling him, you know, you have to jump in front of the TV a certain way when Blue's Clues comes on, and he just couldn't do it. And I was like, fuck out of here. I could do that.
Right.
And right there, they booked me.
Hello.
Oh, so you were on Blue's Clues?
It was a commercial. So you know,
was a
like when you
commercial.
did the VHSs back in the day, you used to have all the commercials for the different shows.
Yeah.
It was one of that. So if you go back to a VHS back in the 90s, you'll see a big head little black kid jump in front of the TV. It doesn't show my face. It's the back of my head, I believe. But yeah, that was me.
That was me.
But
wow.
yeah, that's how I kind of started. And from there, I just kept doing auditions and yeah, really.
Did you feel like you was in like a higher like competition with the other kids or like
You know what? I
non-black kids?
honestly just wanted to be on TV. I was fascinated by the TV. I remember like sitting in front of the TV and I would be glued. It would be like I was in like a trance. Like people would be talking to me and I couldn't hear them. And I was just so fascinated by the TV. It wasn't like a job to me. I just wanted to be on TV. And so I think that when it started to be a job, when it started to be I wasn't a kid anymore. That's when I didn't like it. And that's when I stopped, you know, because I did it because I was fun. And, you know, at the time my dad worked for himself, so he was able to bring me. And then that kind of changed when I got older. And then I would go to the park and people want my autograph. It's like, I just want to ride on the swings. Like, you want to come with me? It's like, you know, so I think it became a little bit much for me. And so that's when I kind of pulled back from it.
Okay.
Did you meet like other kids from the other shows?
I did. I don't
all
want
that and all that.
I met a lot of, so we had like Nickelodeon Christmas parties and stuff. So I'm sure I met a few of them, but there's a couple that stick in my head for negative reasons, so I'll choose not to speak on them.
Okay.
All right.
But I have met other adult actors and actresses in the industry that I felt I aligned with a lot better. But the child stars, to me, I think that they saw it as more of like a competition where I didn't. Let's put it that way. And you know,
Wasn't no competition.
it
Competition went.
wasn't.
You already got the spot.
Right. And it's, you know, it's like, come on, we could all be copacetic. You know, we kids. But to me, that's when I was just like, But that's how it is.
I'm here for that. Well, speaking of black actors, I don't know if you heard about the Taraji P. Henson thing.
Okay.
She was talking about how black actors are underpaid and, you know, just kind of really fighting for young black actors to kind of pave the way. I want to hear you guys' opinions on that, especially you, Xavier. You know, since you've been in that industry, how do you feel about that?
So it's very true. You know, when I started Little Bill, I was 5 years old. So to me, a check was a check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what I was getting paid.
Right.
You know, it was my parents. But, you know, later on I asked them, you know, why didn't you guys fight for more money or, you know, whatever? And my agent told them that basically this is the contract. And if you don't agree to this price, then they'll just find somebody else.
Wow.
And so it was kind of that give and take. And then I still get residuals. And I do symptomize with that feeling because sometimes the check is not even over the amount of the postage that they pay to send the check.
Wow.
So, you know,
So
sometimes
that's cents to the dollars. So y'all don't understand.
Literally. And so, you know, they come, you know, at random times, but it's literally pennies on the dollar. So, you know, sometimes half of me feels like you should be grateful because sometimes it hit and be like, okay, I got dinner tonight. You know what I mean? You know, unexpectedly.
Right.
But then it's like, you know, they really own my voice. They really own this stuff. They really make money from it, and I'm getting paid cents on the dollar. And it's not just me. It's not something that, you know, not just everybody that did it 30 years ago. These are people that did recent stuff, and their checks is not hitting like that.
Right. That's crazy.
It's
And
sad.
that's why they had that writer's strike. That's why they was doing all their things. I definitely could understand. Like, you gotta, it's entrepreneurship at the end of the day. People don't really understand, like, entertainment is really like a 1099 job. Like, you're an independent person. Like, that money, that stuff is a difference between, like, you know, getting money and being famous. And you could be famous and poor.
Yeah, that's true.
And like, you know, suffering. So I like what you said about I forgot what you said, but I just heard Monique talking about that. You know, Monique and Taraji was talking about just not getting paid what they are worth. You know, worth. And standing on your business. So I like how you said, like, after I wasn't really, you know, feeling that, I stopped doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is a again, Little Bill wasn't just a little one season joint. You got a
Right.
few seasons.
Yeah.
It culturally impacted people
Yeah.
100%. We never seen kids that look like us on the TV.
TV,
We never seen dark skinned parents. We never
Right.
seen
Yeah.
these things. And you literally are the living embodiment of, shit, black cartoons. And that's I love me some cartoons.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
real.
definitely.
So, I love it.
I feel that. Thank you.
Come on now. Flowers.
Right.
Right.
So I have a question for you guys. I don't know how much history you guys know, how much Black history you know. Can you guys name? I'm gonna put it to one. Can you name one thing that you use today that was made by a Black person?
Okay, I actually looked this up the other day. But she didn't fully make it, but her contributions to the industry really shaped how we use GPS. But there is a Black woman who is still alive. She lives in Virginia, I believe, if I remember correctly. But her work has really impacted how we use modern day GPSs today. She had impact on I think the longitude and latitude and that whole mathematical formulation.
Yeah.
But she is still alive.
Wow.
Well, shout out to you.
Right.
Okay, because
We need her on the show.
we need her
Because without her, I'd be lost.
literally, literally. I use GPS every day.
Yeah.
Every time I'm in the car.
Well, speaking of transportation, a Black person also created the traffic light.
Hello.
Okay.
Red, green, blue. I mean,
Definitely
red, green,
no.
We don't need your blue light. Come on now.
I can't.
That is
Officer, it was blue.
I don't know what to tell you, brother. I seen the blue.
I can't.
One of the ones that I like is vanilla and vanilla bean. Back in the day, if anybody ever knew, you ever wonder why your moms and your granny be liking butter pecan and all that? We, as Black people, we weren't allowed. We weren't legally allowed to even touch, look, smell, fuck with vanilla at all.
Wow.
And a black slave, essentially, he found it and he figured out how to use it for so many different things, just like George Carver, Washington Carver with the peanuts and the peanut butter. But he figured out how to use vanilla bean and vanilla to make your favorite ice cream, make your favorite lotion, make your favorite.
Because people love vanilla.
Vanilla.
Right. Black people love vanilla.
Black people. I love vanilla.
Yeah.
And people don't even know vanilla black. And
Yeah,
it's
literally.
truthful.
It sure is.
It's the blackest.
It
so
sure is.
we for a long time we wasn't allowed to use it, even do anything, and it was reserved for the white people. But we I love vanilla, and I love butter pecan, and I never understood why, because my mama used to have the Haagen-Dazs butter pecan. Out of this world.
Oh no, you gotta have the Briars.
Briar, you think
There's
Briar's
nothing
better
better
than
than
Haagen?
Yeah.
No, I
With the
don't
butter
agree.
pecan.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of butter pecan, but
Any brand is better than Haagen-Dazs for any flavor.
yeah, Haagen-Dazs is going to be the top.
What you like?
I like Haagen-Dazs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
said Briars.
My grandparents
Yeah.
always had the Briars. So
Really?
that's why
Briars
to
vanilla
me it's like
bean is
nostalgic
OD though.
to me because that butter pecan Briars and that black tub.
Nah, it's crazy. Briars is good though.
I can't.
I think Briars is clearly on sale more than like
Sure was on
Haagen-Dazs.
sale the other day
Yeah.
for $3.99.
Yeah.
Definitely got the M&M's.
Yeah.
Not the M&M one.
Sure did. Hello.
I can't.
Shout out to the gang.
Yep.
Right.
What else we got?
We got a lot. Xavier, what are you doing today? I know you were a voice actor when you were a child. What's happening now?
So
Tell the people.
today, I think I have a different perspective on life.
Okay.
And so I think growing up and being Little Bill and being told people's contracts wasn't right. This is why you didn't get this. This is why we're fighting for what we, Taraji and Monique is fighting because it's basically what's on your contract.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes we get pigeonholed into these contracts. So now I'm in corporate law.
Okay.
Hello,
Come on now.
talk about it.
Let's get a round of applause. Come on now.
That's like
I
full
love
circle.
seeing it, yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's
My
literally
brother.
full
Specializing
circle.
in contracts.
Hello.
Wow.
You know what I
Casino.
mean? Because I think that is like the epitome of
America.
getting to the bag.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Once you
Literally.
negotiate, know how to negotiate, you can better, you can better service yourself.
glad you
and
brought
so
up
like
the
people tell me
contract.
all the time, like, oh, do you model? And I used to be like, no, I want to own the models.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like I used to want to do PR and
Mm-hmm.
have that's where the money is at. It's what's on that pen and that paper.
Wow.
So that is what I'm doing today. I'm a corporate paralegal at a fintech company. So
Okay.
We love that for you.
yeah.
that.
I'm trying to learn the ins and outs of corporate, so then I can help our people learn the ins and outs of
Right,
corporate
yes.
and contract negotiation and all this stuff. So
I was watching the Monique interview with Club Shay Shay, and she was talking about her woes, coming up in the industry. She said, I didn't know. She was like, somebody had did something and then showed the memorandum opposed to the contract. And she was like, why would you lie to our black people and our black kids and the black people that's coming up under us about the difference between the two? So people don't even know there's a difference between a contract and a memo. And they'll sign the memo thinking like, yeah, it's lit. You ain't signed it. The contract said, this is abiding, period. And I'm glad you brought that up. So can you tell us more about more back to your experiences, because you worked with again, our idols, Alicia Rashad. You worked with Bill Cosby, Felicia, my full G's, Bill Cosby's, and all types of people. What was that like? It
was very interesting. Little Bill was probably the biggest thing that I did, but it wasn't the only thing that I did. I worked from 3 years old to.
You said 3?
I started at 3, until I was probably about 6th grade. And that's when I stopped.
What you did at 3?
3 was Blue's Clues. 3 was when I got my agent, my manager, and I, booked my first audition, and that was that Blue's Clues commercial. And then from there, I did all different types of commercials. I did New York Fashion Week. I did model. Yep.
So he's Googleable.
Googleable.
Not Googleable. That's not even a word.
Yeah.
Googleable. I can't. So did your parents recognize this talent in you at 3, or it's something that you wanted to do? So you advocated for yourself as a baby?
Yeah, that was one thing. My parents allowed me to advocate and speak for myself, and that's
I love that.
That's not something that's always appreciated in the Black community.
I agree.
About it.
It did turn out a little bit bad when I grew older and this mouth got a little wild. But I learned to settle down, and now we copacetic. But what was the question again?
I was asking if did your parents recognize that in you as a child, or you just kind of advocated for yourself?
Yeah, so I think it was a little bit of both. I wanted to be on TV, and they recognized that, and they took me at my word, and they made it happen.
Right.
And I was happy that once I didn't want to do it, they were fine with it.
Right.
Because you see a lot of people where their parents really push hard,
this is my check here. You gotta go.
And that's how they look at it, as opposed to this is what my child wants to do and let me help. So I'm really grateful for that, because there's some people that, if it's not making you happy, why are you doing it? And I'm really forcing these kids to do it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Parents want to ask, used to ask my dad, oh, who's his agent? And it's like, the kid don't want to act. You just want him to be a Gerber baby. And it's like, no, he don't want to be a Gerber baby. That's not what he wants to do.
Right.
So yeah, I think it was a little bit of both.
Okay.
Excellent.
We have reached the time where we play a little bit of game
I like games.
called Bonnet and Bullshit.
I'm going to shake for you, Xavier.
Okay.
Hope y'all did y'all research.
First of all, what channel was Nickelodeon for y'all growing up?
6.
6 for me, too.
33, I think.
33.
Yeah.
33.
Oh,
I was
but
going to say 36 or 39, but it was 33.
It did used to be 36, though. I don't know.
Oh, it was
that might be
36?
Brooklyn. It
I
might be Queens and Brooklyn.
I think Disney was 36 for me.
42 was definitely BET.
42 was.
I hope this
BET.
is one.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's one.
okay.
Yeah.
If you need a little help deciphering it, just reach out to a friend right here. She be wild sometimes.
Name 4 Black people that high schooled are named after.
Oh.
Lord. High schooled?
The typing skills ain't up to par.
Name 4 Black people that high schools are named after.
That's easy.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
This is very hard for me.
Okay.
Because I grew up in Westchester, where our high schools are named after the cities.
Right.
So you guys have a plethora of different schools named after people. So honestly, I'm just going to act like I know,
Right.
and I'm going to say
see.
there's probably a Carter,
I'm sorry.
not Carver, the one that made peanut butter.
Oh, a Carver.
Carver.
Yeah.
It might be.
I think so.
No.
No.
Oh.
Not that I know of. I ain't never heard of
Then I give up.
All right, so we can each name one.
Martin Luther King off rip.
Yeah.
There's a Martin Luther King school
Frederick
in
Douglass.
every city.
There's a Frederick Douglass.
Absolutely.
I went to Frederick Douglass High School, Xavier.
I never knew that.
Yes. Who else? you
Oh
got?
wow.
Yeah.
I'm doing bad.
Thurgood Marshall.
Yes,
for
it
the
is.
Randolph.
A. Philip Randolph. Who else we got?
We're not gonna judge you here at the HeadRap Chronicles.
Right, because there might be questions in there that we don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's 4.
Yeah, that is.
That is 4.
Let's pick again
All
over
right.
here.
Oh, well, I'll go. I don't care. I'll shake for myself.
Shake it.
Questions.
You wrote them.
It's the way that I cut them up, though. Oh, okay. Dang. All right. So, what do the colors of the African American flag mean?
Oh, now.
Oh, what they
Okay.
mean.
We gonna do a little Googleable search.
So, I'm not gonna say the colors because I think one of the questions in there are asking for the colors. So, I will say that one of them mean, the bloodshed of the African Americans.
So the red. Oh.
The
bloodshed that when we landed on the American soil that that
Tell them.
The color of our skin is given black.
Yeah.
And the green is just the I don't know how to put it in words, but like not really the money, but like the
The work we put
Economic stances
that we
brought,
got,
that they got.
Yeah, because we ain't getting no
Right.
We
reparations.
still waiting.
Yeah,
Right.
we still.
Right.
green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's get in there.
I can't.
It's us all looking down because it's like.
Name one person that was part of the Harlem Renaissance.
Why you have to pick that?
This guy right here. The Renaissance still going on
Right.
today. Don't ever forget that. But Langston Hughes was definitely a big part of the Harlem Renaissance. So was W.E.B. Du Bois. You know what I mean?
All right, name all of them. Cause
Right,
I mean, we can.
because you done took my answer.
Madam C.J. Walker pulled up to Harlem and had the whole avenue jumping with the bonnets, the head
know
wraps,
that.
the perm, the all that. You know what I mean? Get everybody right. Who else we had? I mean, I can go on for days. It's Harlem. You know what I mean? You got
could,
Dapper
too, 'cause you
Dan. Don't ever play that. Shout out to my uncle.
Dapper Dan, your uncle?
Your uncle.
He's everybody's uncle. If you're from Harlem, don't ever play yourself.
I was really confused for a second.
And so,
Yeah,
Right, at this point,
we can. He ain't nothing but a call away.
Oh, that's right.
And those were some of the key, Malcolm X. Definitely
Yeah.
was a part of that.
okay.
Don't ever forget that. He was on Linux live.
You was there?
I wasn't, but I watched a lot of things. Actually, my mom was in the Malcolm X movie, so I watched that.
Fun fact.
Right.
Fun fact, I know the timestamp and everything.
I know.
Exactly where she's at. And fun story, she was talking in that scene, and this is like how extras and all that shit works. She was in the scene, and they was like, you got to be seriously engaged in what he's saying. Malcolm is preaching on the block. You got to be like, serious. Like, and so he's talking to everybody, and he locks eyes with my mom, and she's trying to be so engaged. Like, yeah, nigga, black power, right? And Denzel smiles at my mother. If anything, if y'all know anything about Denzel Washington, he smiled at your old lady. She can't help
Right,
but
smile back.
Smile back.
Yeah.
Like, yo, my mother started, but she immediately caught herself and got back into character, and it was awesome. So
And you see all
I
this.
see all that because
That's
I had
amazing.
my mom right there, and she was just smiling like, "Oh shit, I'm not supposed to be smiling. I'm supposed to be serious." So I was like, "Nah, that's Harlem. You heard black shit."
Fun
You know what I
facts.
mean?
Fun facts. Okay.
Okay, last
It's on me?
question of the night.
Alrighty.
All right.
It's a little ripped up, but
There's only one question in here.
one more question
the
for the
last
night.
one.
That's
Damn.
it.
All right. What color is the African American flag? Y'all prep me for this.
Right, you can't get it wrong at this point.
Is it red?
Okay.
Sure is.
Green?
Yes.
Black or yellow?
It's
No,
black.
you have to give one
Not black and yellow, black and yellow.
because we did prepare you, and we are.
Black.
Come on now.
Amen.
I love that.
And just for our viewers and everybody who may not know, that's the Black Power joint, but there is an actual flag for African Americans, and it's red base. It's a black, and it's like gold on the inside. Kind of stands for the same thing, the black skin. The
There's
red,
no green.
no green.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's really maroon, not red. But look it up when y'all get a chance. It's the African American flag. Looks totally different from what y'all might think it was.
okay.
I have a
Fun
question.
fact.
Is it for African Americans
It's
or
for
African descendants of slaves?
It's from African Americans.
Okay.
So it's Because at that time, niggas wasn't really jacking this black concept, right? They wasn't, because we done went from Negro to black to African American, and it's so many layers to it. They made one like, all right, this is our flag. And I think they made it after like the Black Panthers and stuff like that, because people look at stuff super extreme when we talk about our stuff, and when we want to be prideful about us, we become extremists. So I think they did that to kind of alleviate that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm blacker than black.
All right, we here for it.
All
right, y'all. We reached our time. Oh, I'm sad now.
Do you got anything that you want to share with us over here at the HeadRap Chronicles? Any projects you're working on? Anything coming new?
I do have a project coming out. I'm an avid wine drinker.
Okay.
And so I'm starting a wine tasting series called Tonight's Vino. So
Tonight's Vino.
check that out. That'll be coming out more soon.
So what you gonna be doing with that? Sipping Merlot with the Sauvignon Blanc?
I'm going to be sipping, but I'm also going to be giving a little bit of, not just a review, but I like to get an overall information because, wine is a little bit of an acquired taste. And so some people just drink it just to drink it. But I want you to, really
slow
let
down
it sit
and
on your
enjoy
palate
it.
and let you see what you actually enjoy and what you like and what you taste, because it'll be very different from one person to another. So
That's right.
We gotta have you back to talk about more about your wine series.
I'm always down to be a part of the HeadRap Chronicles.
All right. Yeah, you're here. Because I need to know, because I guzzle my wine like a 40.
Not the guzzle.
Not like a 40.
So I may need a little bit more information about
What you be drinking? What wine?
I don't know. Like
drinking with wine?
No, she said
I
she
like
be guzzling her
sweet
wine.
wine,
So what
dessert
wine.
wine. I don't know enough about wine. That's why I need Xavier back.
You like that Taylor Port?
Yeah, Taylor Port. Little Grape Henny,
Grape Henny from where?
Drinking Henny out the bottle. Let's get ratchet.
Yeah, we need Xavier back. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
Like, share, comment on everything we got going on. We appreciate all the viewers, all the followers, all the love, all the haters too. Because I see you back there. You be hating a lot. But we gonna keep this party rocking. You know what I mean?
Can I drop my handle before we
Of course you can.
Thank you. Just follow me at XPRNYC on Instagram.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys. You heard it here. It's a motherfucking rap.
All right.